Sziasztok, üdvözöllek titeket Genshin Impact végigjátszásunk 102. részében is folytatjuk Fontaine Story questjeinket. Ma Arlecchino van soron. Megnézzük, hogy itt milyen balhéba keveredünk.
Hey traveler, Paimon.
Jó, oké. Poissonba vezet első utunk.
Over here. To borrow one of the more popular turns of phrase at the moment, this appears to be quite the fated reunion. Running into you two out of the blue like this has really made my day. I certainly wasn't expecting it.
You can say that again. What brings you to Poisson? Wait, Paimon's got it! You must be here for one of your magic shows, right?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
Oh, are Lynette and Fremine here too?
Yep, along with most of the other members of the House of the Hearth. You may have noticed Poisson seems a bit more crowded than usual.
Ideiglenesen ide költöztette Arlecchino az egész House of the Hearth-ot.
So you're saying
Valami
nearly
problémájuk
the entire
van.
organization has moved to Poisson?
Szia, babúr!
Like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble.
Remélem büszke
What's
vagy
really
rám.
going on?
Most mielőtt fellőttem a streamet, kettesre felhúztam Skirk talentjait.
Well...
Messze van az még.
Since the two of
Alice.
you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
Oh, hello.
You scared Paimon half to death!
Father, you're here.
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super
De
confidential.
nem, megnéztem, de nem tudom húzni, mert Varessa megette az összes virágot, ami kell neki is.
No need to be nervous. I could
Meg
sense
mindig
your
el kell
genuine concern
ajándékoznom
from your
Netlenbe
conversation
a
just now.
heti dolgok miatt.
Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
Hát azért egy kicsit kíváncsiak vagyunk.
I understand. I'm well aware you've had your fair share of confrontations with the Fatui in the past, and I can't exactly guarantee that we'll remain on good terms in the future.
Köszi a
As
felajánlást.
for right now,
Még nálam is tele van a
I
világ,
would say we
mert
have
csak
little
elmegyek
reason to
mindig
be
5
at
darabot
odds, wouldn't you
gyűjteni,
agree? The House of the Hearth
mert
could stand to
annyit
be
tudok
more
felajánlani a
open
hetibe,
with
aztán így
those who have worked so closely with us in the
állandóan ott van
past.
nálam is, csak
As for the issue at hand, well,
nem
it
szeretem.
hardly relates to any ulterior motive. To be
Na,
frank,
gratulál.
it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
What sort of rumor?
Jó, valami belső problémájuk
A
van.
rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
Köpek. Ja, valami szellemes kísértett sztori?
A phantom child?
Elszublimáltak.
Just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth. So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation. I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all.
Farka az mindenképp érdekel. Ez a dendrós csaj is érdekel. Nem tudom a neveket. Ha játszható lesz, akkor Eris is érdekel. Többit még úgy nem emésztettem meg.
If you're curious, or if you still have some concerns, it might be advisable to stick around for a few days.
Ez
I'm sure the
fix.
children would be exceedingly pleased
Hát
to
akkor
welcome some visitors.
nem lesz meg az összes, azt tuti, mert ennyi primóm nem lesz.
Lenny, I'll leave you
Főleg,
to
hogy én
entertain
F-át
our
is ki
guests.
akarom szedni.
I have some matters to attend to.
Mikor is játszható lesz?
Of course, Father.
Igen. Ő is. Hát az fantasztikus. Kicsit azért fel fognak borulni megint az erőegyensúlyok a játékban, már nem azért.
It has long been a dream of mine to
Majd
invite you
most
to
jön
our
csak az
home
igazi
and
power creep.
introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite well
Netlán
known in
lehet,
the
hogy semmi
organization
volt ahhoz
already.
képest, amit
A lot of
Not
people
Cry
have
fog
been
hozni.
talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Alright. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. But let's be clear, we're just gonna be there as guests, okay? Don't
See
give
ya,
any
Exa.
funny... Oh, wait a second. For your guests, that probably means we'll be treated to lots of yummy food, right?
Of course. During our stay in Poisson, we've been helping out the locals with some fishing. We bring in quite the bounty every day. In fact, today's the perfect chance for me to show you what I can do in the kitchen. Let's go.
Az igen.
I'll take you to where we're
Lili
staying.
tud főzni. Nekem az a bajom, hogy mindegyikre rá fogok menni ezekből, és nagyjából 2 hetente fognak bejönni, szóval ilyen 2-4 hetente fognak jönni az új karakterek, nem tudok mit kezdeni a helyzettel.
We rented this house from one of the locals to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Awesome, thanks! So, where are we off to now?
Az a baj, hogy most ki akarom húzni Ineffát, de amint visszajön Escoffier, őt is mindenképp ki akarom szedni,
Well, when I happened to run into you two
és
earlier,
akkor még
I was
jön ez a
actually in
sok
the middle of
finomság.
distributing some supplies.
Nem tudom, mit
With
fogok
this many
csinálni.
people staying in Poisson, we have to bring in outside supplies every now and then. I should probably make sure the rest of these provisions get delivered. Otherwise, people might start to get antsy.
Megmondom őszintén, egyenlőre engem nem a karakterek izgattak fel, hanem hogy Wanderer szembesülni fog a doktorral.
We'll come with! There are all sorts of
Legjobban
rumors about
jelenleg
your
az érdekel,
organization
hogy
floating
abból mi
around out
sül
there.
ki.
Paimon's not sure if she could even take a wild guess as to what's true and what's not.
Ez egyértelmű volt, hogy konfrontálódunk valahogy a doktorral, de most már tudjuk, hogy ott lesz a
We can take a good look at how you
Wanderer
operate.
is.
Well, you're more than welcome to come along.
Azon meg tökre
Just follow
meglepődtem,
me.
hogy Durin is Not Cry-ban kerül elő. Megint. Ő mindenhol felbukkan, meglepetésszerűen. Na VR meg majd veszel. A doktor egy Mugli, az. Hát most már csak egy doktorra van. Ugye a klónjait megsemmisítette. Ha csak nem csinált azóta újakat, de nem valószínűsítem.
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye?
It's the Traveler in Paimon!
Ennél nyilvánvalóban nem is tudtál volna pámulni.
No way! Come here, everyone! Hurry! The Traveler and Paimon are here!
What the fuck?
One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's alright! Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous.
Jaj, Paimon, ne játsz meg magad, mindenhol szembesülünk
Of
ezzel.
course! Father and Linny have told us so much about you.
Father told us about how you helped Linny. According to her, you're a trustworthy friend.
Ja,
As
hogy
far as
ti
she's
is a
concerned,
háztagjai
that's pretty much
vagytok,
the highest
értem?
compliment we've ever heard her give. As you can imagine, everyone's been very curious about you.
I heard the Traveler is so strong that she can move a mountain with her bare hands.
Az a baj, nem tudom, hogy mit akar az, hogy Columbina lesz az új hold. Hogy ez miben nyilvánul meg. Mert ha megszűnik az emberi formája, akkor nyilván nem lesz játszható. Ugyanúgy, ahogy Signora se került be.
I heard Paimon eats so
De nem
much
tudom
that
ezt
she
majd hogy
filled
kell
up the
elképzelni.
entire
Tehát
pantry
el
with
fog
all the
pusztulni a
gorgeous
harmadik
food.
hold, és lesz egy új hold a 3-nak a teteméből. És állítólag Columbina lesz az. Nem tudom, hogy kell elképzelni egyenlőre.
Oh, not cool at all!
Ja, kicsit az én leírásom is túlzás.
Oh, wait!
When guests visit, you're supposed to give them gifts and stuff, right?
Oh, we don't need something like that. Besides, we don't have anything to give to you.
Come on, we insist.
Bár ha azt nézem, az árnyaknak is van emberi alakjuk, tehát lehet, hogy Columbina is megőrzi az emberi alakját ugyanúgy.
I've got
Ez
both.
majd ki fog derülni.
Or maybe Shaplo can teach you guys about stealth. He's super good at it. He's never been caught.
Ah, now that's not a bad idea. I know you usually prefer to fight head on, but it never hurts to expand your bag of tricks, right? When it comes to eliminating your enemies, staying quiet can go a long way. Trust me, I would know.
Ez beszéd meg Navia ágyújába.
I was poisoned not too long ago, and I'm still dealing with the after effects. So I'm not quite as good as I was before, but I can still give you some pointers.
Wait, when you said gifts, Paimon didn't think you meant poison and stealth tactics.
But those are the best things we can give you. You don't like them? Ooh, how about this? Tell me the name of someone who really annoys you, and
Szóval
we'll
mini
teach them a
assassinokat
lesson.
nevelnek a házban.
All right, Fold, Selwar. I think that's enough suggestions for now. When it comes to being a good host, it's the thought that counts. You don't need a physical gift to make our guests happy. In fact, pestering them with suggestion after suggestion might make them more annoyed than
Jó
anything.
van, köszi, hogy
I would
beugrottál,
say
Babu,
your
további szép
enthusiasm
estét,
has certainly
vagy
gotten
napot
across.
még.
Really?
Absolutely.
Awesome! It's been so long since we've had guests to play with. If there's anything you need, just let us know.
Yeah, especially if it's poison or something. I've got all sorts of potions for that.
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute.
All right, see you later.
Bye!
Lenny, about all that poison and stealth tactics talk just now.
Scared you, did it? That kind of talk comes with being part of the House of the Hearth. When Foltz was really young, he strangled all of his family pets, just out of curiosity. He was labeled a dangerous problem
Sige.
child and was abandoned by his family. Elwar has an unnatural obsession with potions. Father has forbidden her from trying all the different concoctions she comes up with, but she still tries to test them in secret. You really have to keep an eye on that one. Chaplot is around my age. While I'm mainly responsible for collecting intelligence, he handles surveillance. He's very passionate about his work and has no reservations about taking on some very difficult missions. I know you two probably aren't used to that kind of talk, but I can promise you they only had the best of intentions. Things like stealth tactics and developing different poisons, they really mean a lot to them. They were just trying to share the best of what they could offer, that's all.
Nincs semmi gond. Igazából én annyira nem lepődtem meg, mint Paimon. Ja, és kijött szombaton Emily, ha minden igaz, szombaton, nem emlékszem.
Thanks. And who are these two?
Úgyhogy nem hiszem, hogy lesz Mavul konstelláció,
Allow me to
de
introduce you.
azért
This is the
próbálkozok,
Traveler
amíg
and
tart a
Paimon.
banner. Csak az a baj, hogy utána
You're
meg
the
ugye
famous duo
Ineffát
I've been
akarom
hearing so much
kiszedni.
about. It's nice to meet you. I heard you've traveled to all sorts of places. Is that true?
Of course, we're making our way all across to that.
Oh, good for you.
You must be pretty familiar with Fontaine by now then. Have you seen the new opera that started running recently? I think it's called... The 4,000
Ez
Thieves?
egy kicsit sok.
Oh, this is the first
4000
we've heard of
tolvaj.
it.
It seems like it's going to be fantastic. From what I've been able to tell from the posters, anyway. You should definitely check it out if you have the time.
Oh, and there's the Blind Maiden, too. That one is supposed to have audience interaction. Seems pretty interesting. After
Beszélgetünk
this
az
mission is
operákról.
over, I think I'll go get a manicure.
Oh, maybe I should dye my hair. Wonder how much it'll cost.
Is it just Paimon, or do these two seem much easier to get along with than the others? Looks like the House of the Hearth has some normal members after all.
I heard
Ez
that.
kicsit bunkó volt.
Oh! Oops.
I'm guessing you're referring to Foltz and the others? Yeah, we're definitely not all like them.
I bet those crazies are practically foaming at the mouth right now. I'm sure they just can't wait to get back to Snezhnaya to carry out the plan.
That's enough, Filial.
Don't talk about family members behind their back, right? Whatever. Let's go.
Guess this is goodbye then. If you ever have some time, we should go see the opera together.
Mhm.
Well, that's it for the supplies. We should probably head back as well.
Well, they didn't seem too happy with each other. Seems like there could be something more going on here.
Hát egyenlőre csak figyeljük meg őket.
You're right. We're only here as guests after all. Oh, Linny's getting super far ahead. Come on, let's catch up.
Mi azért, mert bement a házba? Nem, a fene. Hol mentél, Lini? Nem is ebbe az irányba indultál.
So,
Szerencsére
what do you
túléltük.
think of the members you've met so far?
Hát van személyiségük, az biztos.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent. So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Of course!
Then let's head out and... Uh-huh. Fremine, what are you doing here?
Nézzél a ládat.
Well,
Hey, nice to see you again!
you too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth. Welcome.
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the traveler in Paimon.
Seafood soup? Oh, Paimon's drooling already.
Were you looking for something just now, Fremine? Maybe I can help.
It's nothing. I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
Some food and water. And some clean cloth, if possible.
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water... Wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion, because
Ja,
I got
ez elég
hungry
átlátszó,
lately.
elég átlátszó hazugság, Freminé.
Because I'm growing, you know?
Fremine, you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work.
Ja.
Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
Ez is lehet, hogy miattunk nem akar beszélni.
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do with Father?
Yes,
Valahogy sejtettem.
just follow me.
Szigorú természete van a pucinak. Hova? Akkor nem ide jöttem. Nem. Oké.
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
Hi, Linny. I'm also a child of the House of the Hearth, just like you.
Szerintem akkor ismernétek egymást.
You can call me Clairvy.
Nem lehet, hogy ez a fantom gyerek?
It's nice to meet you. Does that name ring any bells, Lenny?
No, not at all. That's not a name we have on our roster, I'm sure of it. What I'm not sure of, though, is how she managed to sneak in. She must be the phantom child Father's been searching for. From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told Father, have you?
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
For how long?
About half a month now.
Fél hónapja rejtegeti Freminé gyereket.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then, do you have any idea what you're doing?
I know what I'm doing.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person Father has been trying to find. If Father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished. You know the rules of the house, Fremine. I know you do. Father doesn't tolerate any form of betrayal. So why are you doing this?
I've thought it through. And I just can't hand her over like that. Linny, don't you remember last year? Chaplot nearly died after getting poisoned during that one mission. He wasn't able to get back before the poison started taking effect, and not a single person was there to help him. That night, while I was sleeping, I heard a voice telling me to go save him. I opened my eyes, but I couldn't find the source of the voice. I thought maybe I was just hearing things, but I went to look for him anyway. Luckily, I got there with enough time to save his life. That feeling of being haunted, of hearing voices, it's happened many times in the House of the Hearth. I'm sure you've noticed.
So what you're saying is, that was her? She was the one who spoke to you that night?
Unless there are other spirits roaming around the House of the Hearth, I don't think there's any other possibility. If Clairvy were our enemy, it wouldn't matter whether she was a spirit or an actual child. I would have acted without a second thought, because that's what Father ordered us to do. But she's been living with us, helping us from the shadows all this time. I think that makes her family. I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from Father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Come with me. There are a couple things I'd like to say to you in private.
Olyan dolgok történtek a házukban, hogy suttogtak nekik, meg az árnyékból segítették őket, és így jött ez a legenda, hogy van egy fantom gyerek valahol a házban, és erős a gyanújuk, hogy Clairvyé lehet ez a fantom gyerek, de hogy hát ugye Arlecchino el akarja intézni a fantom gyereket, hogy ne legyenek ilyen pletykák, és Freminé ezért dugdossa Clairvyt, mert gondolom, hogy az elintézni azt szó szerint úgy gondolta, hogy akkor kiiktatja. Ugyanakkor meg, ha szembe mennek Arlecchino parancsaival, akkor meg vannak büntetve cserébe.
No way! They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. I just don't know how long that kind of bond can last.
Azt hogy érted?
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one can get out alive.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Linny. I really didn't mean to drag anyone else into this.
Oh really? You didn't mean to? 'Cause I for one wish you did.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, when we were younger, you didn't call me Linny. You called me brother, just like Lynette. We grew up together, the three of us. We were all orphans, all rescued by Father. Of all the siblings in the House of the Hearth, I think our bond was the closest. Later on, when you started calling me Linny, I wasn't actually surprised. After all, Lynette and I are related by blood. We've had to depend on each other
Hát
to
tényleg
survive
összeütött
long before we
testvérek.
joined the house.
Mit csinált a puci? Hogy ennyire más lett a genetikátok?
I...
The darkest and most difficult moments of my life happened before you and I had ever
Mármint, hogy
met.
Linettel,
I'm
hogy
sure that's
testvérek,
true for
és
you
hogy
as well.
Linett az beastfolk, Lini meg
Even so,
ember.
Fremini, we've stood by each other for all these years now, and to me, that you and Lynette are the most important people in my life. No one can replace you. So I won't let you face anything alone. Not if I can help it.
Oh, looks like things are getting kinda heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them.
Oh, it's raining. I should put my clothes on.
Ide bent esik.
Hope we aren't interrupting anything. Like a fight, or... Oh, wait a minute, Fremine. You're not crying, are you? Is everything alright?
Everything's fine. Thanks for asking.
Well, we're all friends here, right? We've been through so much together, so if there's anything we can do to help, just say the word.
It's just a small family dispute. It's not something our guests should trouble themselves with. In fact, it might be better if your stay ended here.
Pedig előfordul, hogy a vendégekkel kicsit könnyebb elmagyarázni dolgokat.
What are you getting at, Traveler?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
Pontosan. Szerintem nem teszünk rosszat vele, ha közelben maradunk.
I just... Thank you. I was really hoping to keep you out of it. But even if I could think of some other reason to turn you away, I'm not sure I could convince you. I know things could turn dangerous, so I promise you this. From now on, I'll protect you like my life depends on it.
Me too.
Well, back to the matter at hand then. If we don't plan on handing Clairvy over to Father, then our only other option is to solve the mystery of her identity before Father is able to track her down. That means finding out where she came from and what she's doing here. Then we can send her on her merry way and pretend like none of this ever happened.
I've tried that already.
And?
And... nothing. I tried taking her somewhere really far away, but... after some time, she just reappeared. She even came with us all the way to Poisson. It seems like wherever the house is, she follows.
Ura. Nem lehet, hogy valakivel olyan szoros kapcsolatot ápol, már nem ilyen baráti értelemben, hanem hogy lelkileg hozzá van kapcsolódva, vagy valami, és azért követi őket mindenhova.
I don't know much about spirits. Do you two have any ideas?
Let's see here. Paimon remembers hearing something like, if you fulfill a spirit's last wish before they died, they'll let go of whatever's keeping them here and return to the ley lines. Oh, it's just that Paimon doesn't really remember where she heard that, so it's not guaranteed to work or anything.
Well, sounds like it's worth a shot. Guess that means we should go ask her about her wish. But first, Fremine, I need you to promise me something.
What is it?
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing. No one else gets involved. Can you do that for me?
Of course. I promise.
All right. Then let's seal the
You
promise
better
just
lean
like
out
when we
that
were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I swear.
Honnan jött a harmadik ökör? Erről
Whoa!
ennyit.
Lynette!
But what a surprise! what brings you here, dear sister?
Nincs lenyűgözve.
When exactly did you get here?
You're an idiot, brother. And you too, Fremine.
Látszik, kihagyja a
And
nagyrágot.
you four, Paimon.
Oké.
Wait, what did we do?
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out you were just hiding her. I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in.
Oké.
If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
Nehéz döntés lesz.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Lynette is találkozott Clairvyvel a régi házukban.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys. She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
Hát, hogyha egy szellemről beszélünk.
That's right. Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all.
Huh.
Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Ez komoly.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Clairvy, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Hello. Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be.
Oké.
In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster, unless it's the roster of people who've been executed.
What?
Wait, does that mean the knave... She...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Sejtette. Bakker. Oké, tehát azt mondta Clairvy, hogy van lényegében egy lista a házban a tagokkal, hogy kik a család tagjai, és hogy nincs rajta ugye a listán, és hogy azért nincs, mert hogy nem minden az, aminek látszik, és a vezetők azok elég gonosz emberek, és hogyha rajta van egy listán, akkor azért, mert két lista van a családtagok, meg vannak a tesztalanyok, vagy kivégzettek, ha úgy tetszik, hogy kiket fognak kivégezni. Hogy nem olyan egyszerű megfelelni az elvárásoknak. És most azon gondolkodok, lehet, hogy őt is kivégezték valamikor a múltban, és ez a Perry nevű barátja, vagy nem tudom, azt hiszem Perryt mondott, mert őt se ismerik. Lehet, hogy az is a múltban ki lett végezve. Dark, mint mindig.
Clairvy.
Bocsánat.
Harry. Neither of those names are on the roster. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clairvy, do you have a wish?
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
Valami nagyon dark lesz.
To go outside, where the sun can find me.
That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough.
The darkness in the house runs deeper than you can imagine. No one
Ja,
can
igen.
get out alive.
Azt is említette korábban, hogy senki nem jut ki a házból élve.
Okay, time to divide and conquer. Listen up. I've got a plan. I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What
Soda
about us?
vezető?
What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky.
Most már kíváncsiak
Think.
lettünk.
Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract
Nem biztos, hogy jó ötlet. Paimon hajlamos elszólni magát. Hogy vegyük fel veled a kapcsolatot?
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking, and it'll alert me that something's wrong. Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact. We'll reconvene here tonight after all's said and done. If the worst case scenario happens and we're discovered, just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line.
Legyetek óvatosak.
You too. Okay, this is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby.
Oké, tehát a mi feladatunk az, hogy szóval tartsuk Arleckinot,
I really hope this goes well.
eltereljük a figyelmét.
No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
De ha úgy alakul, hogy elkezd gyanítani valamit, akkor inkább mártsuk be őket, hogy nem mi legyünk a következő áldozatok. Na mindent tettem meg semmi.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Hey. Nincs nálam íjász. Nézzük.
The breeze is restless today.
Ez az új Vareszes profilt megvakulok, meg nem tudom elolvasni a szöveget. De most egy darabig benn lesz. What? Ja, hogy alatt. What? Ja, nem is láttam, hogy van egy szamacsörl bóján. Véletlenül megbántottam, nem tudom, nem tudtam elképzelni, mi támadott meg. Ki akarom nyitni?
I'm loving this.
Child.
It's the knave and child. Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here. I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
What sort of
Pihenni ki
unfinished
fog.
business are we talking here?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left. I still have so many questions for her. Without
Hát
any
mivel
other
már
leads,
megcsináltuk
all I could
Skirknek
do was
a
ask the knave
küldőjét
to help
2
me
résszel
track her down.
ezelőtt, így
She
mondanám,
must have
hogy
left behind some traces from her
majd
time
ő
in
felveszi
Fontaine.
veled a kapcsolatot, ha akarja, de hát
Oh, okay.
itt
So,
még ezt nem
have you
tudtuk.
found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found.
Ja, hogy még mindig Skirkről van szó.
But that problem
Azt
has
hittem,
an
hogy a
easy
szellemre
fix.
kérdeztünk
I
rá.
just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
The worst of it is over. It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over. But they really did help speed up my recovery. And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrator's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure. Hey, maybe you could think of a way for me to stay in Fontaine for a little longer. Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
And what a sweet little daydream that
Ja.
is.
Mikor
But
lennél
I
te
also
ahhoz
have a
elég,
role
hogy
to play
mindent
in
bele
all
kelljen
this.
adnia?
I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
One I could do without, I'd say.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
Kibeszélik a kollégáikat egymás között.
So, dear guests of the
Vagyis
House of the
egymás
Hearth,
háta mögött.
to what do I owe the visit?
Well, we just...
Hát, kicsit többet meg akartunk tudni rólad.
Right! We're super close to Linny and the others, but we still don't know much about you!
Is that so? Introductions have already been made, have they not?
Oh, well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like... Why do you call yourself father?
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Spoken like a true diplomat.
Nem
That
tudhatjuk
was
meg,
some
hogy miért
expert
hívják
sidestepping right there.
atyának.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
Mit jelent számodra a ház?
I'd also like to hear the
Akkor
answer
erre
to
se
this.
kapunk választ. Minden, amit Csaj tudni akar, arra nem kapunk választ.
I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser, which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard.
Oh,
Okay, I admit.
kínos.
That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Ah, well, nothing much.
Ki
Just
is
some
az a
stuff
rooster?
about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
I see.
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue. Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous. Call yourself a Fontanian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontanian of having any ulterior motives. Who wouldn't want to save their homeland after all? The primordial
Hát
sea wouldn't have
igazából
any
nem is
effect on me,
Fontaineből származik,
but
csak
it
itt
would have
nevelték
caused
fel.
great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything,
Az igen.
including their life.
Tehát a nézeteltérések vannak a házon belül, akkor... Ja, az máshol van. Oké, nem baj, ezt is megnézzük majd. Ha nézeteltérések vannak a házon belül, akkor egy párbajjal kell rendezni, és a vesztes elfogadja, hogy vesztett, és feladja. De régen ez is úgy zajlott, hogy élet-halál harcot kellett vívniuk. Van egy múltja ennek a háznak.
High stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusser enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand. Just imagine. Tusser becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Okay. I get the picture.
Fasza.
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Meggyógyultál?
Maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna kill over.
All right. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Oh, well, you see,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
we managed to keep her distracted until nightfall. Good thing Child was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she
Hogy már
suspected anything, do
kiszúrtam,
you?
így már idegesít.
Oh,
Pedig
I
még
wonder
nem
if Lydia
takarítjuk
had
Fontaine, de
issues.
most kell a
Let's hurry back
primó.
and see how everything went.
Jesus.
Whoa! What a stroke of good luck!
Mhm. Különben hogy lesz Ineffánk, ha nincs primónk? És már pedig most nagyon nincs primónk.
Bring it!
Lenny, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clarevy can't go into the
Ezt
sunlight.
hogy érted?
Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
Clarevy nem mehet ki a napra.
Maybe
Akkor hogy
she's
teljesül
afraid
a
of
vágya?
sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case. Well, we could always try pushing her into it.
Nem hiszem, hogy olyan egyszerű lesz kilökni egy nem fizikai testet.
Oh, true.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here. How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look! Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade. Oh, yikes. That our rare guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kinda giving Paimon the creeps.
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
Wait, so that means the knave, she...
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life.
Az igen. Ja, tehát a titkok miatt nem
Her name's
hagyhatják el a
not here,
házat.
huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Ébresztő.
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filiol are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their, interests seem to be pretty different as well.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the House, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filial and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and the others, it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something.
Lehet, hogy ők is Clairviről
I
beszélgetnek?
can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
And they just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrator have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Oh,
Wait, but isn't that a good thing?
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process. Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
Okay, super complicated top secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying, and that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought resolving the Clairvy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filial and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filial and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clairvy for now. Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow. Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
oké. Ó, itt alszunk. Rest.
Oh, I'm always looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all. Hey, you don't think the knave will be too angry with Linny and everyone if she finds out about all this, do you? She's even scary when she smiles. If she were to actually get angry... Ooh, you have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
És itt áll mögöttünk. Én is tartok tőle.
Oh, well, in that case, we should just plan on running away. We'll grab Linny and the others and we can make a break for it as fast as we can.
Nem hiszem.
Look,
Mi?
Quick, let's catch up with her before anyone sees.
Ha. Uh,
Over there!
útban volt a kutya? Hogyan réptolta? Most éjszaka?
Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast.
Lehet, hogy ja, most éjszaka van, de lehet, hogy megpróbál kimenni. Mert ilyenkor ki tud, nappal nem. De magasra kell mászni. És itt van nálam egy Shironen. Semmi gond.
Oh, look! She stopped! Clairvy!
Shh. I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is.
Ajt? Milyen ablakot?
If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting? It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right?
Please, help us get on the same page here, Clary. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that?
Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision.
Sok furcsaságot hallottunk már.
Everyone in this family is
Még több
nothing more
sötét
than a
dolgot.
tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value, and you're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again.
Azt mondjuk nem
I've had
próbálnám
enough.
ki.
You're saying the knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross.
I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother.
Mother?
But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it.
Ó,
If I had things
szerintem
my way, I'd never see her again.
ő még mindig a múltban van ragadva, és egy másik vezetőről van szó. Mivel anyának hívta, vagy hát tudom, hogy igazából ebbe a pozícióban nővér,
If only Perry
hogyha
were
maradunk
here,
az egyházi
she'd understand.
fogalmaknál.
Harry.
Huh.
There's that name again. Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling. It almost feels like she's not really here with us.
Ja,
Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
se vágom.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot.
It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey,
Az biztos,
wanna
hogy ő
hear a
nem azt
secret?
látja, amit mi.
I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight.
Ezt én is megnézném.
Perry and I promised each other that once we're older, we're gonna go see it together. But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
really doesn't understand what's going on with her.
Biztos, hogy múltbéli eseményekről van szó.
We've got an early morning tomorrow.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Előtte lenne egy kérdésem.
Oh? What is it?
A név és a doktor dolgoztak valaha is együtt?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him. We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth.
Tehát az elődjével is együtt dolgozott, és ezért mondja ezeket az infókat Clairvy, mert nem az atya, hanem a nővér volt az, aki elküldte a doktorral a sikertelen gyerekeket.
Father rejected most of
Hogy
his
finoman
proposals,
fogalmazzak.
except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairvy was talking about?
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The Doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairvy seems to think the Knave and the Doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how we would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the Knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Egyenlőre koncentráljunk a tervre.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her.
Ó, ma is elterelő hadművelet van.
Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone. All right, let's get to it.
Szerintem nem tudunk még egy napot elhúzni a névvel. Van egy olyan gyanúm, hogy most fog rájönni, hogy valami nem stimmel a gyermekeivel.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
Mondanám, hogy szellemet láttunk, de...
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles.
Öntsük ki a szívünket.
So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
Tehát egész eddig tudott mindenről, oké? Tehát mindent tudsz?
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia.
Hát jó.
Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
Most lehet, hogy megismerjük Arlecchino oldalát
What should we do?
az egésszel
Clearly knows
kapcsolatban.
about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
Szerintem engedjük el azt a varázsgalambot.
Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good.
Hát nincs más választásunk.
Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
Palais Mermonia. Here we come.
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait. I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
I assume you're referring to Linny, Lynette, and Fremine. Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most. Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
Tényleg nincs más megoldás erre?
I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
But that's awful.
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer. If Linny and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
Hát akkor...
Of course.
Remek.
Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better track of it next time. It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter
Nem köntörfalazik.
I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Linny what you've learned. Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
Hűha. Be kell mennünk vele a megbeszélésére. És mindent tud, és mindenki meg lesz büntetve. Rajtunk kívül, de gondolom azért lesz belőle boss, mert végül aztán mi is meg leszünk büntetve. Ajjaj. Oh.
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette, I must say. I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mielőtt visszatérsz Snezsnajába, van egy elintézetlen ügye. És ezt most leírta és átadta Növületnek.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette. So allow me to use water as an analogy. A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine, and, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing.
Ja, igen, volt egy kis öncélú igazságszolgáltatás Arlequino részéről Fontaineben néhány alkalommal.
Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I'm inclined to accept your
Még mindig nem tudom, hogy miről szól ez a kérés Arlequinónak, de cserébe fokozatosan kivonja a csapatait Fontaineből, és nem fog különböző speciális küldetéseket végrehajtani Fontaine területén. Csak nem tudom, mi a másik oldala az üzletnek.
Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
Ajvé. Ja, hogy leave. Ajvé. Bár attól még szerintem, ha elé teleportálok, ugyanúgy működött volna.
talking about back there? Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some kind of irrigation scheme.
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Winnie, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay.
Az a feltétele
Paimon
Liniék
recognizes that look.
büntetésének a megúszásának, hogy sikerül eltüntetniük Clairvit.
Oh, shoot. Are you alright? Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going.
Én sem figyeltem.
Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
Ismerősnek tűnik.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. All the extras will be
Tiszta
useless come
véletlenül
tomorrow
nem a
anyway.
listán láttuk a képét.
It's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today, so I'm still swimming in papers.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune. If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself. Anyway, I should head out. Goodbye!
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Van egy elméletem. Erről a csávóról beszélt nekünk Lini, amikor néztük annak a 4 embernek a portréját, ő volt az egyik. És ugye Arlecchino félrehívta, mert hogy nem akart fatui lenni a csávó, és hogy hát nem akarta a ház tagja maradni örökre. Arlecchino félrehívta, és soha többé nem látták. Mi van, hogyha a doktor segítségével valahogy kitörölték az emlékezetéből azt az időszakot?
Actually, why don't we stick
Mert az a csávó is azt mondta róla Lini, hogy volt egy szerelme, és hogy ezzel akart élni, de hogy nem hagyhatja el a házat, és ezután tüntette el Arlecchino. És hogy nem valójában az történt, hogy kitörölték a memóriáját, és ezért így elmehetett a házból. És nem vitt ki titkokat. Arle úgy szólt rá, minthogyha a gyerekével beszélne, csak azért, hogy pont olyan hang nem volt.
Paimon just
Mint amikor
realized how
számon
hungry she
kéred a
is.
gyereket.
She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition. If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clairvy, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Igen.
Wait, why are you being so generous all of a sudden? You're not gonna ask us to do something bad, are you?
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Ez valahol igaz.
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far.
Mi a feltételed?
Wonderful. Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay. Sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
Hát amikor eljön az idő. Elfogadjuk a feltételed.
Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Csak bepillantottam, hogy van a láda ott náluk.
Bring it.
Nem itt van a boss fight Arléval.
Finally, the rain has stopped.
Feltételezem, akkor ez lesz a büntetés helyszíne
What
is.
is this place?
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble. No one comes here anymore, nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you. It was before I became a harbinger, and before Linny and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Okay. Miért?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house.
De a név az nem a Harbinger cím.
Clairvy was happy here. For a
Tehát
time.
akkor meg azzal,
But
hogy
she quickly
megölte,
realized that being
azzal
part of this
örökölte meg a
family
Harbinger posztot is.
wasn't a fairy tale at all.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
Tehát az előző név párbajoztatta a gyerekeket, hogy hát igazából harcolni tanította őket, és rendszeresen párbajozniuk kellett életre halálra. Aki győzött, azt megkoronázta, aki pedig vesztett, az vagy meghalt, vagy ha nem halt meg, de ugye súlyos sérüléseket szenvedett és hát veszített, azokat pedig átadták kísérletezésre a doktornak, vagy elküldték egy olyan küldetésre, amit több mint valószínű, hogy nem élt túl.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clairvy was Crucibina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Crucibina probably would have listened, right?
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Crucibina cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally.
Köcsög. Tehát Crucibina rá kényszerítette Clairvyt, hogy csatlakozzon a házhoz, és ezáltal tudta demonstrálni a pártatlanságát az összes gyerek között. Tehát Clairvyre ugyanazok a szabályok vonatkoztak, mint bárki másra.
Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age, who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Peri?
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now. Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Peruere, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
És azon gondolkodok, hogy már itt is ilyen szeme volt Arlecchino-nak, itt már rendelkezett az Iridescent Hordnak az erejével? Gyerekkorában?
Oh no. What happened?
Vagy ő esetleg egy leszármazottja lehet a Hordnak, vagy nem tudom, ez hogy zajlott le.
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained. Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere, the very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Peruere end her life. From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and washed it all away, there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses strewn across her path to success. It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness.
Tehát Arla felvetette, hogy ha nem lehet elmenekülni a házból, akkor hát el kell intézni a vezetőt, és ezáltal elnyerni a szabadságot, de mivel Clairvynek az anyjáról, a vérbeli anyjáról van szó, ezért ő nem akarta, és akkor Clairvy eldöntötte, hogy az egyetlen kiútja innen a halál, és hát volt egy párbaja Arléval, régebbi gyerekkori nevén Peruer, ezt mondjuk meglepő nekem, de ezt is megtudtuk, és hát hagyta, hogy végezzen vele Arle, és tulajdonképpen ott tartunk, hogy Arle lett az örököse Crusabinának, de közölte, hogy ugye őt is
And there
megölte.
was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Hát megölni az emberkét a csúcson.
Crucibina, you mean? But
Correct. This is the place where Peruer killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared.
Ja, ez volt a hely, ahol ugye a párbajban megölte Clairvyt, és egy évvel később pedig itt harcolt Crusabinával is.
The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Peruer won the battle and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
Yep. Tehát megölte Crusabinát, és ezzel megörökölte a Harbinger státuszt, és Tsaritsa adta neki az Arlecchino nevet.
so the Perry Clairvy was talking about, it was you all along. You're Peruer. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
Ez épp annyira volt a te történeted, ahogy Clairvyé is.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Crucibina, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father. And that
Nem
is where
akarta,
the
hogy őt is
story
Mothernek
ends.
hívják, és így ő a Father nevet vette fel.
Any more questions?
De mégis ki ez a Clairvy, akivel mi találkoztunk?
Yeah. Based on what you just told us, Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clairvy we met, was she really a spirit at all?
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume.
Oh.
Of course, the chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy is a very special case. Clairvy died when she was 16 years old, but what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well. Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, and it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself that never grew up.
Tehát egy olyan érdekességet osztott meg velünk Arle, hogy mindenki, akitől elpusztít, egy olyan árnyékot hagy hátra, és hogy a Clairvy, akivel találkoztunk, az a 10 évvel a halála előtti énjének az árnyéka tulajdonképpen.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own
De akkor
past.
hogy várod el, hogy Liniék eltüntessék? Ezt mondjuk nem vágom.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairvy for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives. But other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes? The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape. And it is this very perception that traps her there. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
Wait!
Még egyszer meg fogjuk lehet.
Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way? So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
Is this really what you want to do?
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be avoided at all costs. Anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall. I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
Tehát estig ide kell hozniuk az árulókat, gondolom Liniéknek.
Here they are, Father.
Na,
Oh, you gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me. Lenny!
az igen. A kis beteg.
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clairvy.
Perry!
Shh, stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't mean to.
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
Yes, Father.
Ajaj.
Secret midnight meeting number 3. Participants, Filial, Nantoy, Sato, Toddy. Nantoy clearly said, if only Father wasn't the one who took us in. Sato added, I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal person. Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father.
I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us!
It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clairvy. You were using all those things Clairvy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You just
Vérbeli
want me gone,
családtag.
don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then. What's your reason for all this?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why? Why have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Filial, Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clairvy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules. I'm sorry. My hands are tied.
Why? Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. We broke the rules, plain and simple. And now we have to face the consequences.
Tehát van 4 árulónk, akinek most elveszik az életét.
Sheplo. Fultz. I'm sorry, Father. We accept our punishment.
Chapleau, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did, does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been. So please, Father, please, reconsider.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Linny, you...
I also agree with Linny.
Szerintem hiába.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons and face me.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait. beat Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Lenny.
És akkor megkapjuk Linit, Linettet és Reminét, illetve a Travelert. És le kell verni Harlét. Ha. Az igen. Gondolom. Mindjárt szólunk, hogy mi is csatlakoznánk.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lenny and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that? If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
Oh, looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior.
És pont azért, mert vendégek
disputes are
vagyunk,
less
mi is
likely to escalate.
csatlakozunk.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
Szeretném én is megnézni, mit tud a negyedik Harbinger.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
I'll allow it.
Megengedett.
We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Nem feltétlenül optimális, hogy Dantro vagyok. Oh, good.
Is it my turn now?
Teamwork is dreamwork. Letting praise names echo.
And voila!
Is it my turn now?
A proper send-off. Let's light it up.
With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Have a taste of purgatory.
Are you all right?
Spare your energy. Running is of little use.
This one's got your name on it.
Írja.
Try to pace yourself.
Just a little long.
Is it my turn
But the
now?
mountain's veins boil.
Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
Fire! Well,
How amazing.
And voila!
Hirtelen kitolódott a HP-je neki. És felejtettem, hogy második fázis is van. Oh, ez nem volt fel.
My blade is all that remains.
teamwork is dreamwork. This one's sorry.
Watch out for Father's movements! Look out!
Name on it.
Bring it.
At the frying pan.
Now's our chance!
Your
Over here.
made manifest.
Coming out.
Miről beszélsz? De azért elcsípett. Nem fogy a HP. Végeztünk.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh, I know.
Na,
I'm sorry, Father!
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
előbb még négyen voltak. Nem?
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
A crimson moon. I can't move.
Nem gyenge a csaj.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Szóval kikaptunk. Nem mondjuk várható volt. Valahogy számítottam rá, hogy nem hagyják, hogy csak úgy elagyabugyáljuk.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand. Brother, are you all right?
Lenny,
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be
Mondtam, hogy
burned
valahogy
away.
törölték a memóriáját. Tehát
If you
így.
can withstand the pain, when you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth.
Mondtam.
And will be expelled from the organization. In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house and give you a new identity.
Igen. Pontosan.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed.
Ha,
Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
elnézést kérek, de büszke vagyok magamra, hogy összeraktam a képet.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course.
Mégis egy jobb végkimenetel nekik.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Fultz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Linny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
Igazából ez még kedves is volt tőle. A maga módján.
Father.
Let's go.
Here, grab my arm, Linny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
És Clairvivel mi a helyzet?
Clairvy.
Nem tud kijönni az árnyékból.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
Oké.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's speechless. Oh.
Ó, oké. Meghaltál. Ó, oké.
That's it? You accepted it just like that? Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, for the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down, but somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice.
Hát tulajdonképpen
Even when
most
I first
ugyanazt a
met
sztorit
I knew
mesélik
you'd
el,
be able to
mint
do what I couldn't.
amit Arle az ideérkezésünkkor elmondott Clarbyről,
Is that so?
illetve hogy hogyan vette
Even
át
now,
a
I'm not sure I truly understand what
házvezetését.
kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Eudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
Really? Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears off for 3 days straight.
Beszéljünk a szabadság
You know, I used to dream of being a bard.
népéről.
Playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what.
Akkor beszéljünk a szerződések hazájáról.
Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother. It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I'd just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day.
Akkor beszéljünk az Electronation-ről, a végtelen hazájáról.
Yokai you mentioned.
Ezek hülyeangzott.
I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that? Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
Akkor beszéljünk a bölcsesség, azaz a Dendro hazájáról.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons, but at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying. I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life actually sounds pretty great.
És Fontaine.
The situation was super dangerous.
Ja,
Lenny and Lynette were
elmeséljük
accused of
gondolom a
committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the opera
jóslatot, meg
class.
egyebeket.
Oh no, that must have been hard for all of you. What happened next? Don't worry. We were able to turn the situation around super quickly. All thanks to Detective Paimon, of course.
Szinte hiányzott.
How'd you do that? Come on, tell me.
Okay, so it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
Semmit nem fog ebből megjegyezni Clairby.
Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying
napom
that
van.
I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well?
Bizonyos mértékben.
Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Clairby felszabadult.
Clairvy. She left so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Oh,
Father?
okay.
It's Linny! Hey, Linny! What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Vannak azért Arlénak is érzelmei.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filial and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe d'été. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas, I must admit. I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
You're brave, talented, and, most importantly, you cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero. Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, There's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning, from the very moment she suggested a duel. I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father.
Arle úgy gondolja, hogy majd Lini lesz az örököse, csak még erősödnie kell.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one. So I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson.
Helyes.
Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain.
Újabb elmélet. Nordcryban a 3 hold halála, a bukása után létrejön egy új hold. Arle rendelkezik az egyik hold erejével. Ez most esetleg jelent valamit Arle szempontjából, hogy elveszíti az erejét majd, vagy valami hasonló?
As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember
Nyilván
the
majd ki fog
camaraderie
derülni.
we shared in this moment.
Azt se tudjuk ugye még, hogy szerezte meg az Iridescent Moonnak az erejét, mivel az a hold meghalt, aki eredetileg volt a hold, azért is van széttörve.
No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
Várjunk 2 napot? Mi a boss van itt? Jó, már nem tudom mi az. 2 days. Hát ez se volt egy rossz story quest. Az animáció meg kifejezetten tetszett a Arléval való harc végén. Megjöttem. Szegény Fremi.
Lynette, Fremine, how are you feeling?
Much better.
Whew, what a relief.
What about you? Are you feeling alright?
Amiatt nem kell aggódni.
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn over. Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Clairvy gone? Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
A napfény alatt búcsúztunk el tőle.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crusabina and Clairvy. Actually, I've met Crusabina before.
Oh.
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Crusabina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth.
Aha.
Crusabina had an extremely cruel and radical way of doing things. While she was alive,
Szóval te voltál
the
itt előbb.
atmosphere in the house was suffocating. When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Crusabina never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Crusabina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clairvy included, were lost to the
Azért nem
flames,
találtuk meg egy
along
listán
with the
se.
painful memories they represented.
De akkor erről te tudtál? Vagy ezt most mondta el neki Carla?
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crusabina or Clairvy.
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself. The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it. The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now. And that's what Father told us in the end.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crusabina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already...
Te is gondolj erre.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Csak hívjatok meg újra vendégnek és jövünk.
Of course. You're welcome.
Are Filial and Nantoy okay?
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently. They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
Nice. Akkor happy end lett nekik is. Jó van, kiszaladok üdítőért, aztán valamit még csinálunk ebbe a fél órába. Nyerjük.
My time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
Szóval feltöltött a telefonom, lehúztam töltőről. Nehogy tönkre vágjuk az aksit. Na. Arra gondoltam, hogy Babúr büszke legyen rá, mert kezdek dolgozni Skörkön. Úgyhogy mehetünk virágot vadászni. Már 2-es szintre felhúztam a talentjait. Hát addig tudtam. Na, tessék. Gyűjtünk egy pár virágot. Ja nem. Naviához már nem nyúlok. Legfeljebb majd ilyen artifact reset lesz egyszer, hogyha sok tollam van, de megmondom őszintén eddig talán 4 tárgyat rezeteltem vele, és mindegyik rosszul sült el. Úgyhogy nagyon nem bízok benne. Kötözködj! Hát eltol. Tollam. Ja, hát... Ó. Szedegettem. Most is van 2 szerintem. Nem, 1 van. Bocsánat. Már 6 darabot használtam fel eddig. Azt hiszem.
Finally, the rain has stopped.
Nem, ezzel együtt volt, hát 5-öt használtam fel. Hát ugye a passz is ad nekem plusz 1-et. És a legelső rezetre 2-t elhasznált. És haragszom is rá. És nem tudom, hogy csináltam, mert utána a többire meg csak 1-et.
It's raining again.
Cabbage. De jó neked. Bár én is elmondhatnám. Nekem nagyon nem volt szerencsém vele. Én borzasztóan haragszom arra is, meg az elixírre is. Bár az elixírből legalább Naviának kijött egy goblet. Nem. Kinek? Ja, Mavunak jött ki. Szem. Ja. Ez az egy jött ki belőle, de ez se tökéletes, ezt is majd rárollolnom kéne, mert a def kapott benne, mert miért is ne kapott volna. De csak egyenlőre úgy vagyok, hogy Naviához meg Mavuhoz nem akarok nyúlni, őket már késznek tekintem. Nyilván lehetne finomítani, de fél évet beleöltem Navia artefaktjaibe, és még most is elégedetlen vagyok. Meg kell tanulnom elfogadni, hogy soha nem lesz 100%-os. Nézd meg, össze-vissza. Üldözget. Persze, törjél ki, nem? Nincs Pyro kulcsom, mi? Nincs, hát semmilyen kulcsom nincs.
Bring it.
Te kell lesz nekem.
Nice and spicy. Quick, find somewhere to hide.
Coming at ya.
Gyorsan mielőtt megtámad a vulkán.
All right.
Ó, hát már jön. Wow. Találom ezeket a... Mász már fel, te szerencsétlen! Egy sém. Remélem a levegőben nem tud eltalálni. Nem gondoltam, hogy ennyi volt itt is. És megint visszaküld ahhoz. Ember, itt voltam félúton.
Is it over? Yeah. Seems like it's over.
Egy darab. Fantasztikus. Nem tudom, nem tudom. Tök jó, hogy belerakták ezeket, de még mindig kevésnek érzem. Itt még egy bunkó.
Bubba, get them. Eat this.
Jaj, nincs benned bőrstünk. Mi a fene?
Bring it. Hear the echoes of the valley.
Forraszt. Add ide. Á, forraszt.
Teamwork is strength.
Ó, még van. Még mindig van. Jaj, nem mondd, hogy ezek alatt. Persze, akadjál fenn. Hát nem ezek alatt volt. Hol a rákban van? Arra nem. De itt kéne lennie. Ó, ide fenn. Ah. Nem, nincs kapcsolat. Oké. Oké, az nagy szigetet kiürítettük. Oda még mindig nem tudtam átmenni arra a szigetre. Nem jöttem rá, hogy aktiválom be ezt a vackot. De őszinte leszek, Netlemben még sokat nem foglalkoztam mindig ezekkel a mechanikákkal. Annyi, hogy a szauriánokat már megtanultam használni, de ennyi. Igen? Az komoly. Nem tudom, hogy kell beaktiválni, nem jöttem rá. Lesegettem már, mert mondták, hogy az a sárkány viszát. De nem sikerült még megoldanom a rejtélyt. Hol van még? Egy másik helyen már lesegettem, hogy így löködni lehetett, meg valahogy össze kell szerelni, vagy nem tudom, de azt se sikerült megoldanom. Csak valamennyit sikerült belőle összeraknom. Tudom, miért mentem bele. Nézzük meg, meddig jutunk. Talán a 70-es szint meg lesz. Az meg lesz. Nem, mert kell egy ilyet csinálnom. What the fuck? Wish. Vagy. Nem tudom, miért nem nyomtam rá a térképen, hogy Liu-e. Kicsit egyszerűbb lett volna. Egy ilyen kell nekem. Bejjebb került a listán. Oké. Még azt megnézem, elvileg le tudunk gyártani ebből. 18 kell. Szem. És akkor majd a virágok limitálnak. Igaz? Já! Hát ebből meg szerintem bőven tudunk gyártani. Bosszal is előre vagyok. Igazából minden bossból, kivéve Nuvilettét, azt már néztem, minden más bossból vannak ilyen 50 és 100 közötti darabok. Nuvilettéből egy darabon van, és ezért nem jutok fel 50-es szintre se. Lehet, majd meg is nézem. Most azt se tudom hirtelen melyik az. Ja, itt ez az unikorn is. Vagy mi a fene? Unikorn is. Nincs vissünk. Jej. Jó, hát akkor eddig 20 körköt. Talentekkel tudok haladni. Várj, ez kör talentek, hát most már tovább tudom húzni. Jó, hát az 5-ös is. 6-oshoz már kell majd átváltanom materiát. Artefaktjain lehet még kell majd javítanom. De még azt sem néztem meg, hogy milyen szett meg milyen fegyver kell neki. Mert még nem terveztem mostanában húzni, csak engedtem Babúrnak az idegelésének, hogy jó van, neki állok. A 6-osig mindet elhúzom. Mit akartam? Ja, fogaskereket. És az kell 9 darab. Csinálj. Körülményes. Ezt hogy érted? Két csillagos kellett neki, nem 3 csillagos. Ó, és az új boss kell neki. Aha. Fasza. Hát majd rájövök. Neki mi kell amúgy? Semmit nem tudok róla. Aha. Értem. Nem tudom, hogy ő neki milyen fegyverre van szüksége. Érdekes ez a flút is. Meg azt se tudom, milyen artifakt kell neki. Ja, nem tudom amúgy én se, hogy kell használni. Hát ez volt azt hiszem eventes. Ez nem. Meg az esú. Tehát elvileg ez a jó neki. De neki nincs shieldje, tehát akkor shielderrel kell vinnem. Hogy legyen shieldje. Ezt a fegyvert is majd be akarom egyszer fejezni. Igazából be is tudnánk. Nem ideiglenesen. Igazából ilyen pénzem nem lesz most, hogy felhúzzam a fegyvert. Ja, 400 000-ből sokat nem fogunk már szintezni.
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go, as long as I have my friends with me.
Tünk is neki egy tímet.
I'll only demonstrate this once.
Witness my magnificence!
Esóban? Jó, most azt raktuk rá. Csak akartam. Ja, nem húztam fel még neki sen hát se. És 50-en csücsül. Mi a francot tegyek mellé? Jó neki szitlali? Azon gondolkodom.
Chivalry will never die.
Ilyen tím ér valamit vele. így nem jó
All right,
nekem.
let's
Meg
go.
kell cserélnem őket, mert
I have high hopes
arra
for
vagyok
this journey.
szokva, hogy ha aktiválnom kell burstjét, akkor mindig a 2-es slotban van. Artifact még mindig kéne rá. Jó, elsőben van rajta. Ja igen, azt akartam megnézni, hogy azt még 80-asig fel tudom-e húzni. Ez kell egy darab. Hát 1500 kristály. Soha nem lesz elköltve az se. Jéj! Akkor valami artefakt kéne még neki. A fingom nincs, melyik szett kell neki. Semmi, abszolút semmit nem néztem még róla. Out of the Deep. Hát az... Az első nem is szerepel a hivatalos ajánlásokban, a második oldalt nézem. Jó, igazából tök mindegy, mert fel lesz húzva, mert eventes fegyver, meg ideiglenesen jó neki, aztán majd kialakul. Fire of the Deep, olyanunk van? Ja, igen, legfelül. Az a baj, hogy rohadtul nem tudok már felhúzni artefaktot. Yeah. Az a bajom, van annyi ilyen tírlista, és mindegyik mást mond, és a tököm tele van már vele. Nem tudok mihez igazodni, nincs egy olyan összeszedett, ami tényleg lehetne úgy követni, hogy na ez a Biblia. Nézd, nem tudom 20-ig elvinni. De el tudom. Ezt csinálja Gaming összes artefaktja is. Csak a def. Más nem létezik. Nem érdekel, most akkor is fel lesz rakva, mert 20-as. De hogy lehet ilyen köcsög? Amúgy nem is néztem, mire pakolja, csak a 20-as szintét figyeltem fel, hogy 4 def. Nem normális. Na az igen, HP vagy def, ha? Kap egy HP-t, mert abban van 2. De ebből sokat nem válogatunk. Mind HP-s. Semmi más, csak a HP. Hát az a baj, hogy ezt jobban megéri, ha felhúzom első körbe. Lehet, hogy itt több a rét ad rajta, de ott még egyel fog menni, a 4-es szint elmegy a 4. statra. Egyenlőre így. És még a HP-ssal is csak 18 000 HP-nk van, ezt a furcsa. Aztán megvan Skirk, akkor lehet felhúzom neki Shenhát is. Három perc. Megnézzük ezt a boss noveletnek. Nem tudom, hogy jó-e ide? Vagy tudok-e bármit kezdeni vele? Van, csak 50-es. Lehet azért ide most teszünk kaját, hogy legyen esélyünk, még ha megtalálnám a gombot. Van még... Még egy van. Adj egy cryo damage-et, mert még elég gyérek vagyunk. Jó estét!
Get to work! Shower me with praise! Let my name echo into the void! Surge! Show no mercy! Suffer the wrath of... Rain outlines your fate. Witness the...
Gyere le! Gyere le!
Get to work! Yeah!
Gyere le! Elnyomtam mindenem, gyere le! Jó, ezt se tudom, hogy kell használni, oké? Okay?
Show no mercy! Yeah!
Levágni levágtuk, de fingom nincs, mit csináltam. Jó. Akkor várunk. És akkor Nubilettet is fel tudom húzni 50-esre. Nem tudom felhúzni. Aha. Hát benyomtam az és sütöttem, de fizikai sebzés volt végig, azért mondtam, hogy nem értem, mit csinálok. Na mindegy, majd lesz belőle valami. Az helyzet, túl sok rezinem nincs, hogy farmoljak neki. Ezért akartam, hogy van 2 darab fragile rezinem, tehát az semmi. Bár lehet, hogy a talentmatikkal meg is lennék. Mert ezeket most szedtem Mualaninak is, csak még nem húztam fel őt se. Úgyhogy ez igazából elég is szerintem. Attól függ, hogy hány talentjét akarom koronázni. Jó lesz ez idővel. Nem tudom, milyen tím kéne neki, gondolom, hogy ez nem optimális, hogyha Shenhe fel lesz húzva, akkor mondjuk Xingqiu helyett azt be tudom rakni, vagy nem tudom, hogy Citlali jó-e neki. Abszolút semmit nem tudok Skirkről. Szívesen veszem a tippeket, tanácsokat. És most húzzuk el a belünket, mielőtt megesz minket. Azt bánom, hogy Escoffie-t nem vettem ki. Mert most ő is az egyik célpont, hogyha lesz Riran, akkor kell, csak az a baj, hogy jön Inafa, ő is kell. És ő ráadásul jövő héten jön, ha minden igaz. Első körbe. De kéne Mavura is Constellation, az se fog jönni, mert nincs primóm. Érdekes lesz. És akkor jön egy csomó új karakter, ami érdekel. Nem tudom, hogy mit fogunk csinálni. Nem akarok pénzt költeni rá. Kivéve, amikor esetleg 6.0-nál megint duplát fognak érni a boltba az első vásárlások, akkor lehet, hogy azokat megint kiveszem, mert eddig is kivettem azokat, mert az megéri, úgy ahogy. De ennyi. Ja, igazából szerintem kezdtünk Monát Furina helyett. Hát az jó kérdés. De minek? Applikátornak? Vagy healernek? Vagy már mondjuk healernek annyira nem jó Mona. Azt ugye megtapasztaltam a kis akkonton. Buff miatt? Ja, a Burst. Na, és itt van valahol, mert őt is elkezdtük. Azt elhiszem, az összes csapatomnak furina volt a lelke. És elvileg az egész csapatnak megnöveli a sebzését arra az ellenfélre, amelyik van Omen. Aztán. De jó neked. Kimondhatod, hogy túl erős valamelyik csapatod. Ej. Jó van. Hát én köszönöm szépen a figyelmet. Túl vagyunk Arlének is a Story Questjén, szintén fantasztikus volt, mint az összes többi. Megismertük egy kicsit közelebbről őt is, meg a ház működését is. Legközelebb nem tudom kiét csináljuk, de lassan végére érünk a fonténes karaktereknek. Úgyhogy igazából már kevesebb, mint 10 story quest van hátra, Fontainebe 2 vagy 3 talán, és Netlandbe is 2 vagy 3. 3 van azt hiszem Netlandbe. Ugye a többit megcsináltuk az Archon Quest előtt, mert jelezte a játék, hogy követelmény, csak kiderült, hogy nem az egész követelmény, hanem csak az első a 3 küldiből, mindegy. De lassan a végére érünk. Úgyhogy alakulunk. Utána nem tudom, mit fogunk csinálni. Mert az biztos, hogy nem szívesen streamelek farmolást 3 órán keresztül. Nem úgyis nehezen veszem magam rá, meg úgy elámosodok közben, mint az állat. Úgyhogy majd valami lesz. Illetve most vasárnap belevágunk a második challenge-ünkbe is. A Fixed Order No UI Nuzlocke-ba, rövidebb nevén azt adtam neki, hogy lehetetlen küldetés. És hát úgy fog kinézni, hogy kijelző nélkül, térkép nélkül, annyi, hogy térképpel teleportálhatunk, így kell játszanunk, és minden karakternek egy élete lesz, és a kihúzásuk sorrendjében használhatom őket. Furi lesz, és nehéz lesz, és szerintem izgalmas lesz, de majd megtudjuk, ha odaértünk, az vasárnap el fogjuk kezdeni. Viszont még egyszer köszönöm a figyelmet, épp elég sokat pofáztam már itt a semmiről, úgyhogy mindenkinek kitartást kívánok a héthez, jó éjszakát mára, és találkozunk legközelebb is. Sziasztok!